يفلح المجرمون فيعبدون من دون الله ما لا يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ويقولون هؤلاء شفعاؤنا عند الله قل عما يشركون صدق الله العظيم. As we did in the previous ayat, the mushrikun of Mecca, the polytheists of Mecca, they told Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam that bring other ayat, bring other verses of the Quran al-Kareem, change them. And in response, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam told them that this isn't something which I bring as I wish. I am also a muttabi' and I'm also following what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals to me. Further, the Quran al-Kareem, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to tell them, tell them, لو شاء الله ما تلوته عليكم ولا أدراكم به. Had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed, I would not have received any Quran, any wahi, and nor would I have recited it to you, and nor would He have made it known to you. That these are the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these are the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, such and such are the prohibitions. This is what will happen after you pass away, after you die, you're responsible for such and such things. None of this would have happened had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not wanted. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided and willed that it should not be, then it would not have been. And the Nabi of Allah is being told that, let them know that everything that is coming in the shape of wahi, revelation, whether it be Quran or whether it be the hadith of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam communicates and teaches to the Sahaba anhum and to the greater community, all of that is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then as a proof, so to say, to this fact, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, فَقَدْ لَبِثْتُ, and the Quran is telling him to tell them, لَبِثْتُ فِيكُمْ عُمُرًا مِنْ قَبْلِ. When did Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam start calling towards this? And wahi was received when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was of 40 years of age. I mean, you knew me very intimately, very closely. My family, my father, my grandfather, where I'm coming from, all of this is known to you. Who I am, what kind of education, if any, none was received, no formal education was received. What I'm presenting to you, you know that I'm not from the group of the shu'ara, the poets. You know that he's not someone who travels abroad too much. None of these things. You know me very closely. I mean, all of the other possibilities, someone could have maybe learned poetry somewhere else, they were very good in language, or they were very fasih and eloquent. That person comes up with something which others cannot challenge. That may be something you could have said. But I'm not from that class. Nor am I someone who kind of studied very philosophical things. Here the Quran al-Kareem is bringing out asrar and secrets of the kawn, the cosmos, the universe, giving information about what will happen, previous previous nations, exactly what had happened to them. So the knowledge of the Ahlul Kitab, that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't train in as well. So you know me very well. And what else do you know? You know his character. You call him as-sadiq al-amin. You call him the most truthful, the most trustworthy. He's a person of great moral repute and character. So it's not that this is someone who's been lying, he makes up stories. That's not the situation over here either. So every which way, the one who's bringing this message, it is foolproof that he's not creating this, he's not making this up. فَقَدْ لَبِثْتُ فِيكُمْ عُمُرًا مِنْ قَبْلِ, I remained amongst you, I lived amongst you, I was born amongst you. Before عُمُرًا مِنْ قَبْلِ, for a time period before that, in this case 40 years. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ, do you not use your senses, do you not use your intellect? فَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ افْتَرَى عَلَيْهِ كَذِبًا, that who can be a greater oppressor? What does this mean? If you are belying me, that means you're saying that I have committed such a crime, that I am concocting lies, that I'm forging lies against in the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You leave your small amanat and trust by me, cause much harm if someone was to not fulfill the right in it. Imagine such a huge accusation you're making against me, that I'm forging lies against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know me to have impeccable character, and now you're saying this? So فَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ افْتَرَى عَلَى اللَّهِ كَذِبًا. Who can be a greater zalim, more oppressive than the one who forges lies against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Essentially, that's what you're saying that Rasul na'udhu billah is doing. أَوْ كَذَّبَ بِآيَاتِهِ, or that he belies the revealed ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الْمُجْرِمُ. The one who is a mujrim, the criminal, will never be successful. وَيَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. What's there? Now, what's the alternative? Okay, you're saying that my narrative is wrong. What I am saying is wrong. Tawheed is wrong. Ba'th and Hashar and being resurrected and Jannah and Jahannam, fine. You're saying I'm wrong. What are you worshipping? يَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. They worship other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning not sufficing upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. مَا لَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُم. These idols that you have made for yourself. مَا لَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُم. Things which don't harm them nor benefit them. وَيَقُولُونَ هَؤُلَاء شُفَعَاؤُنَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. Their aqidah being that these are the same godlings and goddesses and small gods that are intercessors in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where did you receive this from? If you're saying that I'm lying, I brought a mu'jiz, kalam, which is a miracle, that you're belying, your own and your own claim, where is the proof for that? So the Quran Kareem challenges. As we said, the Quran Kareem has no problem with debating what is fact and what is right and what is wrong. Why? Because we have the haqq. The one who doesn't have the truth is scared of discussing what is right and what is wrong. So the same message for everyone. For all other adyan, all other religions, all other walks of life, all other ideologies, that you're saying, if you're saying this is wrong, then you present to us. You present to us, what is it that you're saying? So your alternative is what? That there was just a randomness that occurred, that all of these things with such great detail has come into existence. All of that came out of where? Nowhere. That's a rational explanation. That's the rational explanation that you have. وَيَقُولُونَ هَؤُلَاء شُفَعَاؤُنَا عِندَ اللَّهِ قُلْ أَتُنَبِّئُونَ اللَّهَ بِمَا لَا يَعْلَمُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Meaning this claim that these are intercessors in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you're telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now what is happening? And Allah ta'ala, who created the skies, who creates the earth, His hukum, His judgment is executed in the skies and the heavens and the earth. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're informing him that this is what it is, because that's not coming from Allah ta'ala. If anything, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rejects this shirk. The Quran Kareem rejects the shirk. Subhanahu wa ta'ala amma yushrikun. The exalted is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tasbih of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning that Allah is pure from all defaults, all naqais, what we say, all defects. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is free of that. He is pure from all of these things. Subhanahu. Shirk is obviously a defect. Wa ta'ala, He is most high, He is exalted, amma yushrikun, from above all those things that they associate with Him as God. Make dua that Allah ta'ala gives us understanding of the Quran Kareem. Subhanallah.